Alright, the final goal up stage 3. This one, we've got overtake Ferrari 375 F1. So, before running out of fuel. Right, so that's going to be interesting. We got 10 laps to do it, but I have a feeling we're not going to be able to run full 10 laps. So, Landy is at the head of this grid. So we got 10 units of fuel for the event, and without knowing how fast our target is going to be traveling, we should probably try to do the best we can and try to get to the top of the grid as quickly as we can. Since, 375, it's an older car, but it's a legit Formula 1 car just from decades ago, so which, by the way, is another car that can win for free in game, I believe. What's the event called? Red Line or something like that? Find it in Master section of your career or road collection. Yeah, that's a car you will not mistake. It's a little red bullet. Alright, there it is. Landy. But, are we gonna be able to catch up? The only way we're gonna be able to catch up is the corners, because I have a feeling we'll get superior cornering. Alright. Still got decent amount of fuel left, so of course eventually I'd expect that we're going to encounter traffic, which will definitely slow down if nothing else. So, but we are closing in, or we were until we got to this section. The National Pit Straight. Cops Corner. We close in any further. Alright, so with the car in critical condition, pretty heavily dampened performance, we are taking a few extra laps here. So obviously if your car's in better condition, it wouldn't take as long, because I have a feeling the event ends as soon as you overtake. So definitely not enough fuel to run full 10 laps that were allotted. Better wrap it up before we get to that point. Come on. Down the straight we have no chance. So in this next group of traffic, there we go, overtaking. What was that, lap 5? But doable in critical condition nevertheless. So that does it for yet another stage here, stage 3. And Landy wasn't able to finish first or second. 935 overtook Landy as well. What do you know? But anyway, that is the conclusion of stage 3. So should we get the car serviced? Yeah, let's get it serviced. There we go. We should be picking up a few more rewards here for completing stage 3. 15,000 racing dollars plus 5 extra gold. All right, 5 gold richer. Bravo, you put on an excellent show and the competition hasn't even begun. Speaking of which, I'll leave the two of you to make your final preparations. We're out of fuel and time. Let's get the car back into the pits and get ready for this tournament. So stage 4 and 5 is gonna be, I guess, actual tournament. So by the turnout today, it's phenomenal how many icons Ahmed has managed to gather here at Historia in Motion. Couldn't help but overhear your kind words. Of course not. Yes, I must remind you. It's Historia in Motion. Your lack of excitement wounds me. Right. Ahmed, always quite entertaining. Advice for our champion driver, the 155 V6 Ti is a champion in its own right, and you must make sure everybody knows that. Alright, so the new stage, stage 4, we'll have to pick up in the next video. So we'll stay tuned for that, and we'll return once the service is done. So see you guys in a bit.